Welcome back to the Tulsa Rebuild, episode 4, and the Golden Hurricanes are still rolling. After a perfect start to the season, we've locked in some key recruits, lost a couple of tough 4-star battles, but momentum is still on our side. The program's starting to turn heads, but the pressure building. The pressure is building, and every game down the stretch counts. We've got to stay locked in if we want to make the CFP. And it all starts today with a big matchup against Florida Atlantic. They may not be ranked, but this is a trap game if we're not careful. Can we stay undefeated and keep our rebuild dreams alive? Let's get into it. Episode 4 kicks off now. And guys, Florida Atlantic they have a 69 total overall. Their defense is ranked 71. Their offense is a 69. Right? We're using Coach Dan Casey's playbook running 3-3-5 tight. Just trying, I'm not gonna lie, defensive playbooks I'm still kind of trying to figure out and everything. So we'll see how it pans out with this 3-3-5. I'm not in real life. I'm not a 3-3-5 type of person. I'm a four down front type of defensive mind. I want 4 defensive linemen on the field at all times, for the most part. But first and 10, 7 minutes and 53 seconds left. And we're trying to get that sluggo. I told you guys a couple episodes ago. That sluggo, that slant and go with the pump action. Can we get the play? Yes, to Micah Tees for a big time catch down the left sideline, 40 plus yards down the field, and a first down. All right, at first and 10 from their 19, as that big explosive play, we get a nice dump off on the shallow drag to our guy, CJ2. Calvin Johnson the second. So now it is 2nd and 2 from the 11. 7 minutes and 20 seconds left. Can we get it to Micah Tees? Micah Tees on the crosser for a touchdown. I'm calling threes for the Tees. Drop it in the comments. Threes for Tees, guys. Micah Tees, star developing wide receiver. Listen, what a trio we have here at the Golden Hurricanes. What a trio of young, budding star receivers. CJ2, Calvin Johnson the second. Zion Booker, our Malik neighbors, and Micah Tees. I don't even have a player count for him yet. I just know that he's a star, a budding star in the making. Speed, route running, ball tracking, all of it's there. We're up 7-0. All right, defense got to stop for us. 4 minutes and 50 seconds left in this game, in the first quarter, I'm sorry. 1st and 10. Let's see if we can get another explosive play. Let's see if we can get Zion Booker going. We get the slot fade action. We throw it down the field, tracking it, and he still gets the ball. I thought that was going to be picked off. I thought the corner was over the top. He's playing upfield. He's got leverage. Zion Booker says, let me show you that late play after burst and boost. He hit the nose like he was in need for speed, and he went ahead and we threw that from the 3. All right, and I'm going to be honest. I'm going to say this. I might have made a mistake, right? Starting Andrew Alford, the freshman, over Kirk Francis. Maybe I made a mistake because Kirk's been slinging it, man. He's been slinging it. The accuracy, the arm strength is better. The accuracy is also better. He's just not that mobile, right? Or Alfred's he's a dual threat. So we're at 14-0, got another stop. 2nd and 1 here. We get that toss action and oh God, no. Woo, yeah. Our guard, our puller just left us hanging high and dry. But I want to say this. For those who get mad at stuff like that, guys, I promise you, as an NFL draft analyst, I watch hundreds and thousands of hours of tape each year. This happens a lot. Nice check down to CJ2 for the first and more. 175 yards passing, 2 passing touchdowns for Francis. And we're going to keep trying to keep this thing rolling, man. We're up 14-0. First quarter. Dump it down to Zion Booker, takes on the contact, breaks free, gets upfield in a hurry, and gets more yards after the catch. 2 catches already, 107 yards in the first quarter. Now let's see what we can get here. We're trying to go to the backside dig, and it's an interception. Panic was drifting in the pocket, things you're not supposed to do on this game here. So we're going to jump ahead here. We're going to let the defense do their job, do their thing. And, oh, God, what happened? They scored. We put them in position, though. We did that. That was on me. That's on me. That's on Coach Dame, right? Coach Dame caused that. You got to call a spade a spade, and that's what happened. So, 1st and 10, got some changes here. Can we get another slot fade to Zion Booker? or can we go down the field to tease? If I threw this to Booker, it's probably a touchdown. Like Booker had I don't know if that was a safety. He keeps getting these like safety matchups and sometimes a linebacker because of where he's aligned, and it creates all type of problems. So let's see what we get here. And I thought about throwing the slant. They took away Zion Booker, and by the time I could like really process that, we had the center and guard. They got beat in tandem like they were drums. So 2nd and 21. We dumped the ball down to Allen, our running back. It doesn't play a lot, but he's talented. And we get, 10 yards? So a 2nd and 21, make it 3rd and 11. Still not what you want, but nonetheless, it's better than 3rd and 21. I'll take it. Can we convert here? I always make sure to I'm telling you, because the way that the defense will blitz you, got to make sure. Where do I throw this? I throw it to Micah Tees. Can we get threes for Tees? And it's out of reach. And then that's also my bad, because I should have thrown it to Zion Booker because he was wide open. Again, look at this matchup. This formation puts the defense in so much hell because they're trying to figure out, how do we match up with this? And we get a linebacker flat-footed to Zion Booker, turn it upfield, get the yards after the catch, and inside the 10. Or at the 10, I'm sorry. So we're in the low red zone. Shout out to Zion Booker, man. I'm telling you, that formation, that 3-by-1 formation puts that linebacker in so much chaos. But where do we go from here? Do we score? Can we get a touchdown here? We get the motion, right? We get the motion, and it's Zion Booker again. Now, looks like this time it was a safety or a defensive back, but it does not matter because he is that good. He's the best. He is the best in the country right now. Better than Jeremiah Smith. Better than Ryan Williams. He's the best. Zion Booker is having the best season of all the receivers. Right? Kirk Francis led him perfectly. Easy money, great throw, accuracy, ball placement, all of it. But guess what, guys? We're 28 seconds left. It's 27-14. They scored again. What can we do? Can we get an explosive play down the field? Can we create the? I am big on creating natural rub routes, whether it's 2 crossers, 2 shallows, whatever. Can we get the ball to Zion Booker? And we do. And he gets the yards after the catch for another touchdown, and he's going to hit that gritty one more time. He looks like he should be playing at LSU, but he's playing for the Tulsa Golden Hurricane because he is the best in the land right now. This young man can't be stopped. Can't stop, won't stop. Rockefeller, get down, okay? Like, that's just what he's looking at. Him pull away after the catch. The separation after the catch is what we truly love, okay? And by the way, guys, we're 8 minutes in. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell notification, man. Continue to support the channel. It's free. Support us as content creators. We're up 34-24. All right, they have scored some more, clearly. Now, what can we do? Are we going to be able to get this ball in for a touchdown? And it's Micah Tees. Throw up the threes for Micah Tees. 24-34, 465, 5 touchdowns. He does have those 2 interceptions, one that I know I caused. So we up 41. Now we're at 41-31. They scored again. All right, 5 minutes and 10 seconds left in this game. And listen, what did we say in the intro? What did we say in the beginning? This could have been a trap game, but we get it to CJ2 for a big explosive play on the catch and run off of the slant, off of the crossing pattern with 0 coverage in the middle of the field. Remember, guys, 2 safeties deep, 2 safeties back, middle of the field open. 1 safety high, and everything looks like cover 3, cover 1. It is middle of the field closed, and they close the middle of the field here with another interception. I'm doing my young quarterback Francis a disservice here, guys. It's me, all right? It's me. I'm the problem, okay? It's not Taylor Swift, okay? But the song still holds true. It's not Francis. It's me. Can we get a stop here? Can we get a stop? We get a nice, he didn't see it, but his helmet deflected the ball, pass, breakup, incompletion. 3rd and 3, 3 minutes and 15 seconds left in this game. What a game, right? Shootout game here on the road. Can we lock it down? Should have been able to close in on that. Should have had a closer, tighter coverage, but we didn't. Zion Booker just continues to ball out. But we're trying to get a stop here. Go to some man-to-man look here. What can we do, right? We send the blitz. We cover it and we go ahead and get the stop. Get the stop, baby. That's what I love, right? Follow your man in coverage. Good job by the linebacker. Not just following the running back, but also making the tackle in space. It's second and goal. What can we do here? What can we get? We're going to play good defense, and we're going to rally to tackle, stop the momentum. Now it is fourth. Oh, it's still fourth. It's fourth quarter. Third and goal. I'm sorry, from the 3-yard line. 2 minutes and 40 seconds left. What can we do? Play the underneath routes, and we get a sack. It's a meeting at the quarterback. To get that sack, it was a meeting in the backfield at the quarterback. So now it's fourth and goal. What can we do? Get another sack. Shout out. 3 sacks, 2 of them in the final drive. 8 catches, 248, and 3 receiving touchdowns for Zion Booker. Again, I don't care if it's I don't care who's on the cover of this game. In this rebuild, Zion Booker's the best in the nation right now. Okay, he's the best in the nation. We get another receiver, 2-star Lyle Wint, and everything. So we lose out on Boatwright, the corner, 2-star corner. I didn't really care. He went to North Texas. I'm not really worried about that. We are now in a recruiting battle with Oklahoma for Corker, the right guard. And as I told you guys, Georgia was going to, swift in and, sweep themselves in and just try to take Landers from us. So, yeah, we're in a recruiting battle with them as well. Don't like that, of course. We're not happy about that, but we're in a recruiting battle for them with them as well. So let's see how everything plays out. Georgia, they have what tier? I think they have like tier 5, I think, on him recruiting. We're top 25. We rank 25th in the nation, 10-0, 6-0 in conference against we're going to go on the road against the 3-6 Army Knights. And guys, you know one thing about this team. You play Army or you play Navy, make sure that you have 5'2", 46, 3'4", like 4'3". Make sure you have that in your defensive playbook, baby. Because if you don't have those things in your defensive playbook, it could be some tough sledding because of the fact they run that triple option, the wing T. I think it was Paul Johnson was the old coach from all those years ago with Georgia Tech when they had Calvin, when they still was able to recruit and land Calvin Johnson and Demarius Thomas. Shout out to one of the GOATs and rest in peace to him. One of my favorite receivers of all time, Demarius Thomas. But yeah, man, like when you really think about it, like that offense is so frustrating. So it's 3-0 going into the second quarter. Halfway through the second, we score 3-3. They score 10-3. Let's see here in the third quarter. We scores 9-3, 15-10, 16-15. 7 minutes, right? Or 6 minutes and change. They have the ball, 3rd and 6. I said, I got to step in and help my defense out here. We're going to probably send a little blitz and expect a run game. Even though it's 3rd and 6, they are a leopard doesn't change its spots. This team is not going to just immediately start throwing the ball all over the yard. Okay, they're going to still run it, and they typically recruit those pure runners archetypes. The pure runners and maybe a dual threat, but every quarterback that they'll have has to run the ball because of the offense they run. Nice, return here on the punt. Now, again, 6 minutes and 9 seconds left from our 25. It's 15, 16, 1st and 10. We're down on the road. We need this dub. Looks like we got somebody on the. Yes, it's our boy Zion Booker just dusting the competition again. They can't stop him when we got that fade going and all the congestion. I love to run it, especially over there where we're close to the boundary and we're close to the sideline. We're on that hash mark because it creates so much congestion, so much conflict and contact with one another in the defense. Right now, you got to talk. You got to play at different levels. One guy press, one guy's off at 3 or 4 yards, and this guy off about 5 to 7. And hey, if it's a switch release, whatever. So forth and so forth and so on when we discuss it, but they didn't discuss anything and we scored. Now we go for the 2-point conversion, make it a 7-point game. Can we do that? Can we get the ball to one of our talented trio of young wide receivers? And we do easy money here, easy pitch and catch, making it a 7-point game. Now, 2nd and 13. Now it's 3rd and 13. We got the ball back with 2:52. And it's 3rd and 13. We have to convert here. We need to convert, right? Be able to pull away in this game. What are we going to be able to do? right? We're going to try to get the slot fade going, trying to, and listen, I've kind of figured out you can, like, even when the pulse is going crazy, I've still been able to talk to my guys. And look here, we got another one to Zion Booker for a touchdown. Let's go. Separate yourselves. It's hurricane season. I haven't said it all episode. It's hurricane season. 29-16, 2:47 left. The cheerleaders are loving it. Everybody back in Tulsa, Oklahoma. It's lit right now because of the fact that we got a big time throw from Kirk Francis. A little wobbly, but shout out to Zion Booker, the best in the country, the best in the country, the best in the nation. Okay. And we win 30-24. They still score 4 catches, 139 yards receiving, 2 receiving touchdowns from our guy Zion Booker. Again, 30-24, very close game. And this is a team, a defense, or a team period. They're not going to throw the ball a lot, right? They might catch you off guard when they do throw it, but 9 times out of 10, it's their ability to create big plays, consistent plays, staying good down in distances with their run game. The key to taking them out. And again, I didn't know if we could have gotten a little more help, I guess you could say, from the defense, um, and not have some of the blunders on offense as well, is go up double digits, go up 14, 18 early. Now we get Kasim Slater to recruit, to commit, 3-star recruit out of Humble, Texas, left defensive end. Like what he brought to the table from a tool standpoint. Got to see what his developmental trait will be. But nonetheless, we are doing this. And what happened? As we know, Jay Coker and Bradley Landers. We got into the whole thing with Oklahoma. We got into it with Georgia. 71 overall team is not going to win those battles, right? So Zion Booker, American Offensive Player of the Week, I think yet again, 4 for 139 and 2 tutties. So shout out to him. But those were tough. Those were tough losses. You know what I mean? Because those are the type of players. You're talking about 4-star players, right? Also, Droog, losing him, right? So we lose on Coker, who's a 3-star, but he had good traits. Bradley Landers, 4-star, had good traits. Those are guys that could absolutely come in immediately. And for one, Landers is starting, but Coker could have came in and competed. So now we got to change some things around. We have some more recruiting hours and whatnot. And I always say this, guys. I've said it before. I'll say it again. The offensive line, the trenches, I start there. Like, yes, I need to get a quarterback. I need to get receivers. That offensive line, I don't care what I have on the outside, what I have in the backfield. Okay? It doesn't matter. And my job in real life is to evaluate these players, the players in reality. And you want to know what's one of the most frustrating things is trying to evaluate a real life quarterback behind a terrible offensive line. Right? You think about Indiana, who I might do a rebuild. I'm going to do a rebuild with them. They got my guy, one of my top quarterbacks in college football, heading for the 2026 NFL draft, and that's Fernando Mendoza from Cal. But Cal's offensive line was really bad, and he struggled. They struggled to protect him. Right? When you look at what Indiana was able to do last year with Curtis Rourke, he was barely pressured or touched. Right? So, and Fernando is a better athlete, better arm talent, all of that stuff. So, look here at recruiting. Just looking to see what we have in terms of 3 stars on especially at the cornerback position. Defensively, for me, it's tough in terms of like the order of importance, I guess you could say, on the defensive side of the ball in terms of how I recruit. And same thing in real life. I'm a trenches first, secondary second type of guy. So I'm getting pass rushers, defensive tackle, stuff like that. I want to be able to rush with 4. We just watched Pat Mahomes. For those who watch the NFL, the Philadelphia Eagles put Pat Mahomes in a cage, man, and they told him he wasn't getting any food, water, or drink, nothing in the Super Bowl until it was over. Right? He was malnourished when he walked out of that game because they were able to pressure him with 4. You can't, if you blitz Mahomes, he's gonna light you up. But you can pressure any quarterback with 4. You typically can have them because then you drop 7 of your 11 defenders into coverage. So you drop 7, you rush 4. That's how you get to beat good quarterbacks. So that's what I do, man. I'm looking at the corners. I've got D tackles. I got edge rushers. Through recruiting so far. Then I started looking to see who's the top prospects available and everything. And even if I'm not in especially O line, D line, whatever. I don't care if it's a position to need and it's late. This is late in the season, right? Like this is coming into the last game or two. This is at the end of the season. So when you say, or when I tell you, man, I don't care. I'm going after them even without the recruiting pipeline. If these guys don't have, if they're sitting there and no one's offered them, okay, cool. I want James Valencia to feel like, okay, yeah, this team is they're 21st in the country. They're 11-0, 7-0 in conference. You know what? You know what they care about? The trenches, and they're trying to come after me, man. Zion Booker still in the Heisman Trophy contention with Byron Brown from USF, Mekhi Hughes, the star running back from Oregon, and Romello Brinson. I gotta get eyes on that young man. Name sounds familiar. I gotta get eyes on him, but he's cooking this year for SMU. He's cooking, for sure. But yeah, so we're gonna play this last game, see how it turns out. 69 overall, 69 offense, 71 defense, similar to FAU. Can we close the door? Can we continue our streak at being an undefeated team in this game? I think we can do it, guys. I think we can do it. It is at home, so we got the home crowd, got the fours up. I need to see some threes, man. I need to see some threes from my guy Micah Tease. Okay, so we're gonna sim through some things. 7-7. All right. Going into halftime, it's tied. Offenses are struggling. Defenses are playing really good ball right now. And whoa, wait a minute. UAB, okay, we tied it up. We tied it back up. What is happening here? They go up 17-14. A minute and 27 seconds left. Let's look at the stat. Oh, I was going to take a look at the stats. But decided not to. Now, what we're going to do here, and we're going to see if we can get the matchup. A safety on Zion Booker, and we get it. He runs right past him. Catch and run. Catch and run. And he's got a little wear and tear, but it doesn't matter because they can't run with the boy. The best in the nation, Zion Booker, hits him with the step back and then gets a little jig with it. He gets a little jig with it. We go up 21-17, guys, in a battle with 6-5 UAB. Okay? Man, with a 75-yard pitch and catch, 75-yard long ball from Kirk Francis to Zion Booker. 75 yards. What a man. What I'm telling you. All right, let's see here. 2nd and 10, 3rd and 20, 4th and 6. All right, 45 seconds left in this game. What can we do here? All right, what can we do? Can we get a stop here? Can we close the door? Clock's running. Can we end this game right now? And no, we don't. They get a big catch over our defensive back. And don't say anything. I don't want to hear it. Yes, he's a white defensive back or corner. I don't discriminate here, okay? White guys can cover too. So, even in cover two. But let's go ahead and try. They get the run game going. The Red Sea parted like Moses with the staff, and God said, "Let my people go, Pharaoh." What in the world was that, defense? Yeah, we gotta get, our defense needs some milk, okay? It's 1st and 10, 30 seconds on the clock. What can we do here? We got to get to the quarterback. Get a quick dump off. And what is happening? Multiple missed tackles. This defense is, what can we say? Huh? What can we say about this defense that's not going to hurt their feelings? All right, we get a pass into the flats. They get maybe 1 yard, maybe one. So it's 3rd and 1, 21 seconds left. They're down 4 points, 17-21. Field goal won't do it. They need 7. And we get Burnett. He is the bucket getter. I always talk about this in the Locked On NFL Draft podcast, guys. As a scout, one thing I'll pay attention to, edge rushers, 3rd and 10s, 3rd downs. What can you do? Can you go get the bucket? Burnett does that, keeps the clock running. They throw it, can't get out of bounds. It's caught, and the clock is going to run out. 3 seconds left when the ball is spotted. It runs down, and man, we get out of here with a close win at home. Zion Booker breaks the single season receiving touchdown record for Tulsa. Shout out to him, man. 21-17. Wow. We get tight end David Capps, 3-star tight end out of Houston, Texas. Good recruit there. We lose out on the corner that we didn't. He never had any type of intention or interest in us. So it's okay. It's okay. We're still moving up, still leveling up. 12-0, 8-0 in the conference. We're a 2-star program. Man, brand exposure is getting better because we're looks like we might be trending towards And we got USF trending toward. We're 18th in the country. We win this game, guys, and then we win the conference. We're going to the CFP, baby. We're 18 right now. They can't keep us out, right? So trying to figure out here, and somehow Oklahoma, man, God, Oklahoma, I tell you, Adrian Croft, contested catch specialist. Hey, sometimes you gotta know when to hold them, know when to fold them, right? And nope, we're going to still do it. Sometimes I do try to hard sell and see what we can what we can get going here. We're going to commit on Droge or whatever his name is. He's probably not going to play much at all anyway. But yeah, Wentz has already committed. We got him. Ronaldo, the two-star tight end, looks like he's going to commit as well. Valencia, guy probably got the points. I probably got to go 50. Probably got to go ahead and throw the house, send the house at him because he didn't have any interest in us to begin with and everything. So we have Galladara. We have Tyler Brace that we're in first four. Have him on a visit. We're close to closing that door on Tennessee, so they can't make a comeback like the SEC wants to make a comeback on. We have a lead with Galladara, Vince Conti. We have a lead with him as well. We got Slater, Gio Bohannon. We got Manny Meekins. That we're trying to close the deal on as well. So overall, 3-star recruits. We're doing a pretty good job here. I'm gonna try and sway him and see if we can. Because sometimes when I try to experiment, right? See, okay, before I hard sell, let me sway, throw some points to it. Let's see what happens, right? If we can close it, get into the top three, and then make my decision. We got Sweet Sam, taking the points off of him, and then we're gonna take him off our board. He's a 2-star. Who cares? Whatever. Glenn Thomas, right? Like I said, he didn't have any interest in us at the beginning, so we had to try to earn that. Now I could throw some more points to Clay Bull and try and secure another cornerback. He's 5'9", 185, but hey, it's only going to be year 2 next year, guys. We're trying to continue to build and add some more. So we got Godspeed. What happens when we sim? That was a bye week. Now we go to next week when we have USF on the schedule. And again, guys, 27 minutes in. Please go like, comment, subscribe, share all of it. We get Tyler Brace, 3-star guard. We lose Croft. Like, hey, Oklahoma, man, what can you do? Darn, Oklahoma's annoying. You know what I mean? I can't wait to see you guys soon. I'm gonna see you guys. So we can't recruit anymore, right? We have 26 coach points. What are we gonna do with that? Nothing. Nothing. Well, but I do like our coordinators and everything, right? We have a elite recruiter, Randy Cantrell, and he's got recruiting stuff for some of the offensive players, so that's good. Defensive coordinator is a motivator, as am I. I could fire him and try to find a tactician, but nonetheless, try to go ahead and extend both of these guys, see what we can do. Or at least just the offense coordinator. We were thinking the same thing. Just the offense coordinator. So we're going to advance the week in just a moment. Look at the injury report. Let's see if anybody's hurt. Defensive tackle and our right tackle. Man, that's tough going into a trap game, right? Our star right tackle, who's that weird raw strength archetype that I absolutely hate. And I would say this, EA, tag EA, whatever, send this to EA. I would love for them to be able to make us be able to change the archetypes with points. Okay, I would love to be able to do that with points, not just manually go and change it, but it'll cost and let it cost us. So we move up to almost level 9, right? And we lost that game. We lost, but that's what happens when you lose when your top defensive players. Romello Brinson won. Oh my God, 21 receiving touchdowns. Still, Zion Booker's the best receiver in the nation. All right, we get the Fenway Bowl. We're still ranked 18th in the country, despite the loss to USF. 6-6 Boston College. They're 3-5 in their division, in their conference. Let's see. Mississippi State wants to hire us, right? Oklahoma State wants to bring us to DC. I know you do because we whooped on you guys, and you want to keep us out of the action, but it's not going to happen. All right, we're going to be a thorn in your side as long as I'm here. So just don't get it twisted. Oklahoma, we're coming for you too. All right, we're coming for you too, Oklahoma. You know, in my Booker T voice back at WCW. If you know, you know. But yeah, let's go ahead and get Croft off the board. 89 speed. I liked where he was with that, and so Impact development, normal. On the off, star for Tyler Brace. I love that. Okay. Impact for Slater. Normal for Bohannon. Normal for Spicer. Normal for Miles. Okay. That's fine. So yeah. Like we've done a solid job in recruiting. But I'm excited for the transfer portal because I feel like winning, and if we win this bowl game, I feel like that's going to open us up when it comes down to, and look at the numbers here real quick. Like, I'm telling you guys, Kirk Francis and that 5 interceptions, I think at least 3 of those were on me. Okay. He came in and he played well. He didn't complete the same amount of completions, but he's also, I think, pushing the ball down the field a little bit further or a little bit more at a higher clip than what I was doing with Alfred. And that's simply because, again, Alfred doesn't have the arm strength. His arm talent, his arm strength or his rating is like 84, where I believe Francis is like 89, almost 90. So Richardson, 143 carries for over 900 yards. We get 2 receivers over 1,000 yards. Micah Tees for 66 receptions, 1043, and everything. So, and of course, our guy, man, Zion Booker, 92 for 150 for 1,593 yards receiving, but also 18 receiving touchdowns. He averaged 122 and a half yards per game. He only had 2 drops all season. Micah Tees had 6. Got to clean that up, right? But he had 66 catches, 1043, average 16 yards per, 7 receiving touchdowns. But CJ too, I put him in late in the action, but nonetheless got him in there, and 51 for 659, 13 yards per, 4 receiving touchdowns. He had 2 drops himself. So overall, man, good young core of receivers in terms of juniors, guys like that's going to be back for next year. Get the points and upgrade them. Let me upgrade you, baby. We're 12-1. We are 12-1. Our first loss of the season. Hate to see it. Hate to see it. But nonetheless, we're going to, check this bowl game out in a minute and see what happens, right? Can we win a bowl game in year 1 with Coach Dame at the helm for the Tulsa Golden Hurricanes? As we get ready to close this thing out, guys, listen, last game of the episode. The episode's coming to an end shortly. Please go like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification. Drop it in the chat, man. How you feeling about the rebuild? How's Coach Dame doing in your opinion, man? Because I'm having fun. I'm having fun here. This game is in Boston. Who did this? What? Who did this? Like, this is cheating. We're on the road in the bowl game? Bro, this is wild. They go up 7-0. We tied up 7-7. 7 it through. 10-7. Okay, and take the lead into the third quarter. It's tied 10-10. Going through the third, they go up 17-10. Now we're up 17-17. We get a late touchdown in the middle of the fourth quarter, and we close this thing out. Looks like with a 7-point victory, 24-17 against a team on the road. Our team it was a battle out there. These guys are dirty and everything. It was a war out there. But Tulsa's 24-17 on the game. Fenway Bowl winner. We are. Shout out, man. All right, shout out. First season, what a success, guys. What a success in year 1. What a success in year 1, huh? Let's talk about that. What a success in year 1. Okay? 13-1, 8-0 in the conference, first in the conference. Sucks that we lost that last game in the regular season. And just like that, guys, year 1 of the Tulsa Rebuild is in the books, and what a ride it has been. A 13-1 finish with a bowl game victory, a program that's gone from overlooked to on the rise. We came in with a vision, and this team bought in from day 1. And we're just getting started. The transfer portal is going to be heating up soon, and we're on the hunt for difference makers, players who can take us from a great story to a national contender. Next season, the bar gets higher, more expectations, tougher competition, and a team that's hungry for more. Thanks for watching episode 4. If you're enjoying the journey, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Season 2 is on the way, and trust me, you don't want to miss it because I'm pretty sure Coach Dame is going to make a visual appearance starting in season 2. So, guys, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you soon in just a couple days.